from our Alternative Alley segment. Please stay tuned for a guitar tutorial on Smashmouth's classic All-Star. In this video, or this multi-stream, we'll be covering about, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8, a whole bunch of concepts. I think I got 8 of them, which will help you play this. So we shall be right back. And you Instagram people, switch over to YouTube. YouTube's probably the best platform to watch it at. You can't see what I'm doing here, and I shall be right back. And if you go over to YouTube, if you want to stay right there, Instagram people. I shall be right back.
At String Sound Studios.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with a finger and a thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You never know if you don't go. You never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get played. All the glitters is gone. Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hi, good day. Mike Violette of String Sound Studios. And remember that I will play the Instagram. Go over to YouTube. I will play the whole thing towards the end. So give you a little excerpt of what's going on. Again, Mike Violette of String Sound Studios. Glad you tuned in. If you're not tuned in on something, tune in. All right. So I mentioned before that we will be covering about 8 or 9 different concepts, okay? So yes, for the best viewing experience, switch over to YouTube. So we will be covering that. And as you can see, you got the chat box there. If you like, say hi or ask me some questions. Let's stick with the song, okay? But you could go a little bit out if you want to ask me a question about something else, in music, of course, in general music. So we are multi-streaming to you from a bunch of different platforms. As I mentioned, we're on YouTube. We're on 2 channels of Facebook. We're on Twitter. Thank you, Elon Musk, okay? You're not blocking me anymore. I'm just kidding. We're on Instagram, but that's not, we are here, over here on YouTube. It's a different experience, okay? We're on Vaughn, we're in Africa, a whole bunch powered by Restream. So this is not just a live stream, this is a multi-stream, okay? Please subscribe to all our social media, especially that YouTube. And guys, gals, Vimeo is a great platform. You go on there, you can make a free account, and it's a great platform. All our videos are hosted there, right? And remember to subscribe. So I'm going to get going right away. Now, I mentioned about 8 different concepts, and here we go with the teaching. First things first, when you play this, you don't have to play it in the key they're doing it in, which is, the guitar is tuned down, right? It's tuned down. So this song is in G. It's really sound-wise, it's written in G on paper, but it's really sound-wise, it would be G flat because he's tuning down the whole guitar a half step, or they are tuning down the whole guitar a half step. And I like Smashmouth. Last week we did the Monkeys, but we did the Monkeys version of I'm a Believer, but I like the way they did that. And I love this song too. It's a cool tune. All right. And we're going to be learning it. So I'm just going to briefly cover tuning down. You can use a tuner, but here's what I would do. Okay, if you were in standard tuning, your A was 440. That open A, you're in tune with the rest of the world, and your guitar's in standard tuning. What you do, and this is an E, of course, right? Go to here and play an E flat. An A flat. If you're using a tuner, remember, that will register G sharp for the most part. I know tuners to only register sharps, okay? So it will give you the enharmonic, G sharp, which is also A flat. Then tune that to this, okay? Tune that, and then I'm already tuned down, so I'm not going to go through the whole tuning, but then go back to this and tune standard tuning, okay? You can also use a tuner. So this is step 1. All right, you can use a tuner, meaning this would be whatever it is, standard tuning. We know this is E, right? If you know your open strings, E. So this would be E flat, right? And this is an A, so that would be A flat. And this is normally a D, fourth string meaning, okay? That would be a G flat and so forth and so on. This would be a G, so it's gonna be a G flat. This would be a B, open second string, okay? Open second string, so that's gonna be a B flat, and same thing with this. The two E's on the guitar, the sixth and the first, and that would be an E flat also. So now you're all tuned down. Because if you want to play this song with Smashmouth, it's going to sound out, okay? So you have to tune down. And why bands do that? They want a lower sound. The singer feels comfortable singing it in a certain key. They might have wrote it in G and said, you know, let's drop this because the melody I want to sing, the lyrics and the melody I want to sing basically is too high. Maybe they just want that lower sound. You know, today's music, a lot of it's in the lower, lower range, and grunge and stuff was lower. So I don't know exactly when this came out. About 2000, I think. And it was used in the movie Shrek, which I never watched, but I know that for a fact. Okay, so that's first. Tune down a half step, right? Now, the first thing we're doing in that introduction, we're going to be using triads. Triads on strings 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to zoom in and show you all this. There's a whole bunch of things going on here, and we're going to kind of play those what we call staccato, short. And you want to get the rhythm. So I'm going to zoom in. We're going to work with that. And, I zoom in. If you've watched these before, I zoom in real close on the fretboard so you can see it. Okay? I'm going to shift over here, hide behind the box. I'm going to zoom in. A lot of this is up here. So that should be pretty good. Okay? Now, what we're doing first, we're starting out, and we're going to play a G chord, a baby G chord. We'll call it a baby G chord like this. A triad. A triad, okay? A triad is really a chord that has 3 notes in it, and I would say is the definition of a chord. In theory, if you were to spell a chord in its most basic form, that would be a triad consisting of a root, which we'll get to that in a second, a root, a third, and a fifth. Okay? Theoretically on paper, a root, a third, and a fifth. Now, let's just take a G chord. The G chord, the root, of course, of a chord, a G chord is G. If I skip over, right, let me go over here. I have a G, right, B, and D, all right? There's your 3 notes, and that's the triad. It's not necessarily voiced, meaning how I'm going to play it, voiced like that. And so are the other chords, but these are considered triads. There are also inversions, okay? Some are inverted and some aren't. Inverted means to take those elements, okay? So let's take G, G, right? We skip over A. That's why I'm doing this. This would be if you use a scale, G, A, it's not in this chord or this chord, okay? There's me, not being rude or anything. Okay, G, B, and D. All right, so we're skipping over A and C in the scale. And chords skip if you build a scale. However, when you play this particular chord, it's built here off the 3rd string, B, right, D, and G. And there's a lot going on here. I mean, we have capos. I've discussed capos plenty of times. I don't think it was a main topic of this. However, when you do a capo, okay, let's get a capo, and that's playing more than one string, okay, by use of one of the fingers, okay? So a capoing, I'm doing this here. And I'm going to hold these 2 down, which is a D and a G, with my first finger. Get that capo flat as possible and get it straight. Notice, all right, it's not this part. I'm using this part here. See how I got the bridge kind of going up? So my capo is like this, and this is out. This is up higher. It's not even. Sometimes capos are going to be a little more even, like this. Sometimes you have to play them like this. Depends on what you're doing to stay out of the way. I want to do this like this because I don't want my hand to go like that and drop down. Want to keep it here. So first, you're going to play in 3rd position. And if you know a big G chord here, this is just the upper extension of it. B, D, G. All right? It's not in what we call root position. It is a first inversion chord because we're starting on the 3rd. All right? If I'm losing the theory, just keep studying and listening and you'll get it. This is a B. Now, the next, I'm going to show you the rhythm. Of course, that's all part of it. We're doing triads. And we talk about staccato. All right, so we have this. Let's just strum this together. Ready? A whole note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. My next chord is a D chord. And I'm not going to play a G chord here. You might know it there. It's a little triad D chord. And this is here, D. We're going to go to 5th position. Right? Remember how we count on the fretboard, 3, 5. So we're going to go to 5th position. And we're going to go D, F sharp here, and A is here. Now, there's a couple ways you could formulate this. Notice I can do this. Is the capo needed? No. I'm going to tell you why I like to do this and keep a capo there in a minute. But my next chord, and I would recommend you do a capo, even though I'm only playing this string. Strings 3 and 4 are here. Okay? I'm only doing that. I got this. We do that. So let's come from here. I'm going to keep my capo like this rather than this, and you'll see why. So I am going to put my capo like this. 2, right? 3, 4, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to come up to this D. The reason why I want this capo is because my next chord is an A minor. And I'm going to do the A minor with these 3 strings with a straight capo here, just with my first finger. Okay, capo means like cap, cover, okay? A cape, right, with cover. So remember now on this particular one, my finger's pretty straight. It's not bridged up like this, okay? See that? Not bridged up like that, it's pretty straight. And the reason being is because I don't need to stay out of the way and play this, okay? All right, so remember I'm doing this. And again, I'm using, these we called half capos, all right? Because that's a full capo. I'm doing a half capo, and I am capoing the 3rd string. Because of that reason, when I go here, then I just go like that. So if I'm like this, yes, I originally showed you how to do that. There's 2 ways to do it. You could do it that way. When you go here, you can do that, and then you can go like this. But watch. If I do this, then I go here, then I go here. See, it's not a lot of jumping around like this, and then go here, put this here, and then go here. It's all just capoed, all right? But I'm only playing on this chord. I'm only playing with this part of my finger. I'm playing the 1st string. All right, so our chords. Now, in the introduction, so I have this little baby G chord. Then I have this. Then I have the A minor. Now I'm going to go back to a C. C would be in 3rd position. Same shape as the D. So we have this. I'm going to show you the rhythm. Just wanting to strum along in whole notes. That would be, each one would be 4 beats. At a slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move. 2, 3, 4. And back to G. A minor. Okay, to there. Now, rhythmically, how is he doing this? I'm going to show you two ways to play this because I believe the guitar is switching. There's 2 guitars in here, okay? I'm going to show you what the bass player is doing and the guitar player is doing it also. So we're going to talk about that as well. Make sense? All right. But first, let's discuss the rhythm there. Now, so we already covered, let's do this. We covered tuning down a half step, triads on strings 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to talk a little bit about staccato and the actual rhythm, okay, that he's doing. Now, staccato is shortening the note. It's not ringing out, okay? So think of it as a note in a rest. I don't want really short staccatos. In my view, there's different, staccato's different for everyone. So we want to break it up. We want it to be a little choppy. However, I don't want it to be too choppy, all right? So that would be like this. Now the rhythm is syncopated, okay? He doesn't play on one. There's a rest, so it's 1, short G chord here, 2, 3, and 4, okay? And I would do this as a down and then an up strum. Let me move over just a little bit. Okay? See, I rest on the and a 4. So let's take that first measure. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, slow. Rest. 2, 3. Notice I'm going on the G chord up then down because I'm coming in on what we call the and of 3. So you want to locate where that beat 3 is, okay? You want to locate where beat 3 is. This way you know you're in 4/4 time, right? So beat 1 and 2 are on this side of the bar and beat 3 and 4 are on this side of the bar. So let's make sure we know that's a great way to count syncopation. We don't want to know where 1 is. We don't want to know where every beat is, but when you're playing that syncopation, locate beat 1 and 3, especially if you're in 4 or whatever you're in. Split that bar in half. You hear that, Instagram people? Instagram people, go over to YouTube. Okay, it's better. You could stay there. You're not getting the full experience here, the zoom in and everything. See, I have the guitar. It's really big, and you can really see my hand on Instagram. Sorry. Back to this. So let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. 3. There you go. That's the first bar. Now the second bar, he comes in on beat 2 also, but it's an A minor chord. Okay? And then he comes in again on the and of 3, but he doesn't play on 4, on the C chord. It's on the and of 4. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3. Now let me do it again. 1, ready, rest. 2, 3, 4, and ready. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Got it? Again, and I'll play the whole thing really slow. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Hear it? 3, and 4, and. That's your C chord. 3, and 4, and. Remember, you don't play guitar like this. This is for purposes of learning, okay? And of could zoom in and you can see exactly the way I'm strumming. Okay? So, I mean, you can do stuff like that and tap, and you can do certain things like that. But I'm doing that to help you learn it, and you can see what I'm doing rather than looking here and looking way down there by the pickups. All right? Something I do. I don't know what anyone else does on YouTube or wherever they're on, but this is something that I do. Right? Because I'm original. That's me. I'm original. All right. I'm going to play the whole thing. We're going to count it out real slow. Still in the intro. We'll get going here. But I like to be thorough here. I'm not one of these people that's going to run. You want to learn the song? You want to learn the song? All right, let's learn the song. I'm not going to do these... I'm just sorry. I'm not going to do this, 10-minute thing. And, because everyone on YouTube can't pay attention. Pay attention. Learn the song. Let's be thorough here. Okay, watch the whole video. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at you. Just, it's a better way to learn. Okay, I think. No, I know it is. All right, I'm in a strange mood tonight. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and he does that a number of times. And then the vocal comes in, okay? Well, the vocal comes in right away, but then the band kicks in. All right, so we want to do, I think it's twice, then the band kicks in, and that's when I start playing the bass line. You could play this all the way throughout the whole verses, But I'm going to show you that bass line because if you have two guitarists, you don't both want to be playing the same thing, right? One guy wants to play, well, girl, whatever. Whoever's in your band, okay? One person plays one thing, the other person plays the other thing, two guitars. And this is kind of cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that bass line. Then I'll go back and play the intro. So maybe do it if you're one guitarist in the band, do a little bit of the triadic chords, switch to the bass line, go back to the triads, okay? Especially in that intro. Start with the chords, go to the bass line. We get verse, you can go back to the chords again. All right, so we're moving along. But once you get going on this, it's a lot of the same stuff, okay? But there's a decent amount in this tune. Well, let's go over that bass line. Again, we got syncopated. I'm going to show you the notes, though. All right, the notes, we're going to set up in second position. Now, so far we covered tuning down a half step, triads, okay, and strings 1, 2 to 3, the staccato with the rhythm, all right, that we were playing, and the intro with the triadic chords. Now we were up to bass line, all right, bass line riffs, if you want to call them, all right, just bass lines. So watch. Here's your notes. Then we go to a C sharp, then a D, then an E. Now let's just stop on that bar. I'm not doing it in time yet. I want you to just get these notes. G, set up in second position. You can play this here, right? Here we go, G, so you can see what I'm doing. 6th string. Then we go to C sharp, which is here. Then a D. Then an E. Then we go, finally, well, we'll stop there, okay? Because I want to talk to you about the rhythm. There's more, but it's not much more. Now, again, we have syncopated rhythms. And this is countering what the triads were, okay? So we're going to play on 1, 2, and on the C sharp. Let's just listen to the rhythm, okay? 2, 4. So it's 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. Again, we're not very long here, okay? I wouldn't even make it staccato. I would just call like an 8th note with 8th note rests. This is on beat 1, right? This is on the and of 2, and this is on beat 3, and this is on the and of 4. So my syncopated rhythms are coming in on the and of 2 and the and of 4. And that's kind of varying what the guitar player is doing, right? All right, so let's play that and do it slow and just listen. I'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and all right, this outlines your G chord, and this next one's a D chord, just like the triads. Okay, of course, the bass player should be playing, or the other guitar player in the band, and the bass player, of course, they should be in the same harmonic structure as what you're doing, so it sounds good. Hey, Larry, what's going on? Larry, who's Billy? Who's Larry Tambini? Bill, I have no clue who Larry Tambini is. Whatever. It's my friend Bill. What's going on, Bill? We got to get together one day, don't we? It's all this video and emailing and Facebook. All right, anyway, I don't know what you're saying with Larry Tambini, but I'll look it up. It's just the name you threw out there. Watch. Okay, so we have this, and then I'm going to do with the backing track, the looper, in a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 4, and 1, 2, 4. And now that second bar is in A minor, right? So we're just going to start that. I just played it, and now we're going to do that. Ready? 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and right? We have this. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and back to the G. See the notes? Good news is you get that rhythm down. Let me play from the introduction. I'll I'll do the chords, then I'll go into that bass line, okay?
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with a finger and a thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead.
Bam!
The years start coming and they don't stop coming.
Okay,
Fed
so-
to the rules and I hit.
And basically what I said is you can keep, when the band kicks in, you can keep that bass line going. Larry Tambini is your brother-in-law. Oh, okay. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Hey, Bill. What about him? Is he watching? You want me to check out something by Larry? Yeah, I know who he is. Yeah. I think I met him. I did meet him a couple times. Well, I'll check him out. And website, whatever he is. I don't think he lives in New York, though, if my memory serves me correctly. All right, let's get back to the tune. So you can continue that bass line. All right, there's your bass line. And we play that, and I can play it again. Trying to get him to watch. All right, he better watch. Oh, he's in Florida? Yeah. Did he live upstate? Oh, no, he always lived in Florida. He's a blues guy, right? I believe so. All right, let's get back to this. So Larry Tambini. Yeah, Larry should watch and ask me questions. He's a guitarist, a blues guy. Whatever. Have him say hi. All right. Let's get back to this here. Well, Bill, he could always watch these later because whatever I do here, they get saved on Facebook. The best thing is to either go to YouTube or Vimeo, the best videos experience. But these all get saved. So once I do them, they get saved. And you can watch them too and tell your friends if you have any. I'm just kidding. I'm your friend. All right. Old friend of mine. I know Bill for like, geez, I don't know. I don't want to show my age. All right, let's get back to it. So we did that, and remember those bass lines. Those bass lines can be used over the tune, and so can those chords. Now, what happens when he gets to the chorus? All right, typical rock and roll chords, bar chords, not even, okay? We're doing a root. I'm going to do this. I'm going to crank the distortion on in a minute. I'll do it here. Here we go, right? When you get into that, let's just go through them slow. I'm going to do a G chord, but I'm not going to do a full G chord. I'm going to do G like this, G, D, G. That's it, right? And then that's an outside chord. I call that an outside chord. Right? Then I'm going to move inside to C. Then we're going to do something interesting, okay? So we're going to do a C sharp minor 7 flat, or C sharp minor 7, like C sharp flat 5, okay? Not really a minor 7, but he's got what you call a flat 5th there. So we're going to play the G chord like this. Move that same shape inside, right? So I got C, third position, G, C. What I was talking about is the flat 5 chord, the C sharp flat 5 chord, okay? Is we have this here, all right? This, and this. And when I move to here, I'm going to go like that, all right? And I'm going to flat the 5th. This is the 5th, okay? Lowered 5th here. So this is going to go like this. Back to the C, okay? Now, they do have sometimes a C sharp minor 7 flat 5 chord, okay? You can do that. I'd rather just do this, all right? If you're not putting you can do this also, all right? C sharp minor 7 flat 5. I can show you that. I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this, all right? So we have the C sharp minor 7 flat 5, and you can just flat the 5th, and that, as long as you're not putting those other notes, that would sound fine also. So we have this. 2. Watch this. Again. Inside. C sharp, move up a half step, right? Remember, it's tuned down, so everything with this would really be a G flat, that would really be a B, and so forth and so on. And that would really be a C, okay? So we have this. Ready? Again. All right, and those are split bars. Yeah, the rhythm you can play. You can just do half notes. 2. Do that and click. I want you to get the tune. Just keep it simple, and you can add the rhythms later, right? It's like eighth notes. Now let's talk about that C sharp minor 7 flat 5 chord. Okay, the full one. I have this. Okay, this with my flat fifth. What I'm going to do with the C sharp minor 7 flat 5 chord is I'm going to put 1 here, 3 here, and 2 here. I'm not going to use a capo. You can use a capo. Okay? I'm going to show it to you like this. And the reason why I'm showing it to you like that is because look at that shape. Does that look familiar to you folks? Look at that. That's like a D chord, a D shape here, right? Or any one of these. So we have this here. See that? And put that there. So we have the D shape here. Right? And then we have this. And we have the E here. So you can do it this way. Go to here. Watch again. C. C sharp minor 7 flat 5. Back to the C. Or once you get better, you can put that in. Just realize that you have this flat fifth here, right? So I like showing a few different ways to play this to keep it, some of you might have a little trouble with this at first. You get the basic idea of the tune without doing all the funky rhythms he's doing there, all right? You keep that C sharp minor 7 flat 5 chord or C sharp flat 5, it's like that. You still have the C sharp and the flat 5. There you go. All right, we're gonna move ahead. Let's see what else we have. Oh, in the chorus. So at the end of the chorus, we have a G to an F. You could just do this. Okay. I'm gonna play the chorus without the backing track. So watch. Again, G. Now watch. And he's back this way. And he goes back to the second verse. Right? When you're playing that G chord at the end, same thing, G. Slide that down a whole step. And there's your F chord. Okay? So I can play it. I'll play it up to there with the backing track.
Like a pro
All right.
at String Sound Studio.
I had something on the keyboard. Sorry, folks. Technical difficulties. I'm back. All right. So let me play that for you, and so you can see what I'm doing on the tune. Okay. I went to grab the pick. That's what happened before. All right, here we go. Ready?
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with a finger and a thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You never know if you don't go. You never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get played. Only shooting stars break the mold.
And there you have that. Right? So sometimes notice I played the C sharp minor 7 flat 5 chord. Mike is the new Richie Blackmore, his idol. Mike is, the Richie Blackmore. Hey, Richie, I never saw, I saw Deep Purple twice. I saw them with Steve Morse. He's still with them after Richie left many years ago, and they're great. You know, they're not coming around. I mean, they're playing a lot in Europe. I'd love to see them again. I mean, they were great in concert. And I go back, I forget when I saw them. Radio City. I saw them with Sal. You remember Sal Massari? I think I saw Rainbow at one of those Long Island Arena concerts. I think I saw it, me, you, Scott. We used to go to a lot of concerts. Styx, we won't talk about. I saw Styx too twice after that when I was older with my wife and kid. They were great too. I mean, awesome. So the first concert we kind of missed, right? Or I kind of missed. Yeah, Rainbow, I believe I did see. And, we used to have, from Comac, we used to have this place, the Long Island Arena. And speaking of that, there was so many great concerts up there. We were from Comac, we would just walk a few miles up there and go to concerts. So saw a lot of good stuff up there. Yeah, and, I've talked about some of this, and I've done some tunes at some of the concerts. I've done some bands, like Russian stuff, that we saw a few times. I don't think I ever saw, if I saw Rainbow, yeah, I know Ronnie James Dio, yeah. He's Rainbow, yeah. And he was the singer. He was great. Passed away a couple years ago, Ronnie James Dio. So he was into opera, Ronnie, and he was a trumpet player as well. So that's why he had that great voice. Well, maybe not exactly why, but it helps, hearing those pitches and studying opera. I believe he studied opera, and I'm almost 100% sure he played trumpet growing up in elementary school. And that'll really help your ears out a lot, too. Good singer. Good band. I like Rainbow. Yeah, Richie's out here. Well, he used to talk it here. Richie lives over here somewhere. Not right by me, but maybe Mount Sinai or something. He does some, Bill, he plays in some bar or something, but he's doing like Renaissance music with his wife. I mean, that's cool, but I've never gone and seen him. So I saw something on him on YouTube recently. He was doing an interview. All right. But anyway, we have that. So glad you're joining in and watching. Where are we? All right. So we did that. Now there's this little solo. We're going to go do that. All right. We're going to do that, and that's going to be here, and it's up here. So I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. We did the verses. We did the bass line. We did the chorus. So now we're going to do a little bit of that solo. I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see it. Actually, I could zoom in and shift over so you can see it really good. All right? Put myself more in the middle. Not much higher than that. And here we go. Now, the solo, it's almost like that whistling part. So we have this, all right? It's a keyboard, I think, but you'll arrange it for guitar, and I would play it in 8th position, 8th and 7th position. Here I am, okay? So if we're up here, here's first. We don't want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5, 7. Odd numbers are the dots, except for this one, which is 12. Okay, double dots are 12. Usually, standard guitar. People have all kinds of dots and fret markers these days. Okay, so we have 3, 5, 7. We're going to be in 8th. Now, the way you're going to do this solo, what I do is I put my 4th finger here. Instead of going like this, jumping, I get this here. So let's do that. So we got this note, okay? This is a D. We'll play this A here and bend it to a B. Release it, play A, G. So let's get that first riff. Ready? Comes in on 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to that again, then I'll do more. So let's get that much. So we have this, 3, 4. So you end up on this note, right? You go back to this A. Watch this. I'm trying to do it here so you can see it. Hard to play like this. Mess it up. Okay? And stop there a minute so you get this sound. All right? Again, 3, 4. All right, now we're up to that. The last part of this goes like this. Right? We have this here on the second string. Now I'm in 7th. So then I play this, I jump to the octave. Kind of do this 8th thing. Back to 7th. See how I get that? So I'm going to play that whole little solo there. And then we'll move on. Ready? 3, 4. And then he goes back to the verse, okay? Yeah, he goes back to the verse after that. Larry's gonna chime in 10 minutes. I might be over by then. All right, whatever. He can rewatch it. I may or may not. We're gonna be moving through the tune here. I'll try to stay on that. But we have more to do. So we'll keep going here. It's turning into a long one, but that's okay. All right. Let's keep going. Now next, you know a lot of the tune. Then it's going to go back to the verse. It goes to the chorus after that. Yeah. Goes to the chorus after that little solo there. Then it's, hey now, you're an all-star. So those chorus, remember your chorus. You have your verses, which is this. All right. And then you can do this in the verse too. You could do that as well. Now we go back to the chorus and he has that, right? C minor 7. So forth and so on. I just missed something there before you come into the chorus after each verse. So you're playing whatever you're playing this, okay, that. You do on the 4th beat before the chorus comes in, he does that. Hey now, you're an old, so you got to throw that in there, right? You could do this too. So on the 4th beat, you want to play this 8th note, F to F sharp. I believe it's just a single note. Do this slide. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Okay? So that's kind of what you have there. On that. All right. Now, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. Let's keep going. We're doing well here. Keep going. We got some people watching. You know what? I don't remember any Ted Nugent tunes, Bill. I could try to do a Ted Nugent tune. Not right now, though. I want to stick with this song. But if you put your request on there, yeah, I could do that. Do a lot of tunes, but yeah, I play so many different things, I forget these things. Sorry. But I'll stick with this tune for now. Now, what happens after that chorus, after the solo, right? What you're going to do is you're going to arpeggio pick here. It's going to stay with the same chords as the verse. All right? So he does that chorus and he goes back to the verse. So you can keep it simple and just do this. All right? Keep a D chord like this. Sorry. Yeah. But it's going to be quick. So you want to keep a simple picking pattern. So remember what arpeggio picking is. You can use a pick or you can finger it. Okay? You can finger pick it as well. I'm going to leave that up to you. I'm not going to go into a whole thing. Use your I, your M, your P. All right, that would be right-hand style. You figure that out. But what I would do on this, okay, this arpeggio picking part is just go like this. 3 and so let's take a look at that. The first chord of each measure is an eighth, 2/8 notes to a quarter note. So we have this. Then you go to the third beat, right? And that's arpeggiated. I would do this. Just 3 and 4 and. Then go to an A minor, baby A minor. Then go to a C. Okay? So on the C chord, I'm going like just all little simple chords. I mean, you could go to this and go. You could do that, but I think it sounds better open here. Watch. Here, D chord. To an A minor, baby A minor. C. Okay? So most of these, you can arpeggio pick that the way you want. I'm just showing you what they do there. Right? Do that. All right, so you got to know the form of this here. You know the form, you'll be able to play it. Now, when he goes to that last chorus, it's more arpeggiated again. What he's doing, though, he's not playing these full chords. Well, one guitarist is. It's going like this. Place this G here. Right? You don't even need anything else. From the G to here. Then go to a C like this. Adjacent strings. Thanks, Bill. You're awesome too for watching. Hey, Bill, I like the video. I like the video you sent me with the guy getting pulled with the truck with the shopping cart. It's pretty funny. That Facebook stuff. My friends say he drives trucks, so he sent this. He sent this video. Getting away from the two. He sent this video of some guy holding on to the back of like an 18-wheeler in a shopping cart. It's pretty funny. I thought it was Bill. I thought it was you when your truck broke down. One of your fellow truckers hitched the ride with him. Anyway, all right, so back to this, all right? So we're going to do this here. This is the last chorus, right? So I got... Here's your C sharp. Just take your C chord, make it C sharp. So now you come from here and you go to this. Awesome. Thanks, Bill. Switching with a shopping. What does it say? Yes, yeah, right? Skitching. Skitching, like, right, we used to sketch when we were young. You know what skitching is, folks? No? You young people? When it was in winter here, we're in the Northeast, so the streets would be snowy. You might know this. I don't want you to do this. And we used to, like, a car would go by and you used to grab the back of the car and you just hang on to the back of the car and you'd use your feet and sketch like a sled. You know, you're getting pulled by the car. All right, I shouldn't be talking about this. There's going to be little kids watching. They're going to be doing that. Don't do that. It was very dangerous. Haven't seen anyone do that in a while. All right. But those were the days. All right, so again, we're going to do this last chorus. See, so it goes G chord, 6, 4, 3, then 5th string, 4th, same picking pattern, 5, 4, 3, back to the C. So remember, keep these voicings close. And that's basically what he does, right? You got to learn all those parts, and you have to learn the form, all right? And, of course, form is important, too. So learn all those parts, and you'll be able to get it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom out, and I'll play the whole thing. And hopefully I play it well. All right, here we go. I'm going to zoom out, throw the backing track on, and play the whole thing. Here I am, all of me. All right. Oh, effects. I want to talk to you briefly about what effects I'm using. I'm not using much as far as effects. I'm using my Tight Drive Pro, which is kind of a distortion pedal. It's an overdrive pedal, but it's a cleaner, I can make it dirty. It's amp tweakers, Tight Drive, and I use this one a lot when I need some crunch there. And go in and out of it with the song, okay? So don't start out with the distortion on this one. Keep that clean, okay? All right, let's give it a whirl here. Ready? Here we go. Distortion's off. All right. Ready? Go.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with a finger and a thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead.
I like this.
Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets?
What time?
You never know if you don't go. You never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. Only shooting stars
F-chord.
break the mold. It's a cool place, and they say it gets colder. You're bundled up now, wait till you get older. But the media men beg to differ, judging by the hole in the satellite picture. The ice we skate is getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. The world's on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it, and I'll never get bored. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. All that glitters is gone. Only shooting stars break the mold.
One more time.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. All that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars. Somebody once asked, could I spare some change for gas? I need to get myself away from this place. I said, yep, what a concept. I could use a little fuel myself, and we could all use a little change. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming.
Yeah,
Fed
got
to the
this.
rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow.
Keep it.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold.
One more time.
And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold.
And there you have it. Notice at the end, I didn't do. You could keep that going too. Could keep that going, but I was doing the arpeggio picking thing. So I was doing, well, I'm not going to show you here now. I was doing this. Yeah, the last verse, I got a little lost. I wanted to switch to finger picking, so I didn't get lost. I knew where I was. I just didn't come in time, so that's why. Well, I don't know. Why am I telling you that? Maybe you didn't notice, but I came in around the second time. So remember, in that last verse, you want to switch to something like that, and do that a few times. Then he comes back in with the chorus. So I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know if Larry's watching. Hi, Larry. I think I met you once or twice over Billy's. Haven't been over Billy's in a while. Hey, you know, we got to get together, Bill, over Rob's house there. All right, three of you tuned in. I'm talking to a friend of mine. At least he's watching. I hope other people are watching. All right, anyway, so I'm glad you switched over to YouTube. If you saw me on Instagram and you're watching, please sign up for my Play Like a Pro video courses, pure beginning guitar course, beginning blues courses, midway blues guitar course, and I have a ukulele course. So those are more beginning to intermediate blues courses. And sign up, you download them, you have them forever. They're like $30 or something. And I plan on doing more as long as I can sell some of those. They're not selling like hotcakes lately. But, so buy those and support me. And you can support me in the stream. You can go onto the PayPal and go on my website and be kind of like a patron and throw me $1 or $2. PayPal there. It's on my website. $1, $5, $10, $5,000 to support the stream. I do these for nothing. It's all good, and I enjoy doing them. And I hope you enjoy learning. And if you're not learning guitar, you always can start. And you can call us here at String Sound Studios if you live, pretty much Long Island, New York City. We have teachers working for us, and I could Zoom with anyone if they wanted to learn. I could do electronic lessons with anyone, wherever you are in the world. So if you think I'm a good teacher and you like this and you want to learn guitar, there's no better person to teach it than me. All right. I'm just throwing stuff out there. So that was good, and I really enjoyed doing this. And, I'll look into some Ted Nugent, Bill. I'll let you know when I'm doing it if it's a request. Last time I had Ray on here, he's like, yeah, do a Skinner too. Do, what was it, Tuesday's Gone. So I did Tuesday's Gone, and no one watched. But you can go back and watch that. Tuesday's Gone. I've never done, on these live streams, on multi-streams, whatever you want to call them, I've never done a Ted Nugent tune. The only thing about some of these tunes, I don't mind doing them. They get a little long, like, teach a whole solo. I'll be here all day. However, I look for things that are a little bit simple with shorter solos. Sometimes I break the solos up, too. So, for example, what's the song, a typical song? A Crazy Little Thing Called Love, I'll do the solo. More Than a Feeling, I'll do the solo, I'll do the song. I did, Wish You Were Here, the first solo in the beginning. I've done so many of these. And then, of course, you do the chords another time. This one was long, but it had a very short little solo in there. So, yeah, Smashmouth's fun group. Kind of rappy, this song, which I don't really like rap, I'll be honest with you. But I think this guy was a rapper, but he did it. It's a melody, so it's melodic, and it's got chords, and it's got bass and guitar and drums, everything. It doesn't just have a lot of bad words, and it's a pretty melodic song. All right, I will see you guys hopefully next week, next time. Usually I do these on Friday, and I hopefully will see you. And I want you to do this because I'm still trying, and that will be this.
At String Sound Studio.